Hi, I'm Braxton and welcome to Auction 78. Hey, let's see what we have upcoming for auction this week. Hi, I'm Braxton, and as you attend auctions, you need to be aware of a couple terminologies that exist at auctions across the country. The first one is a term called choice. Now, choice is when I hold up 5 similar items, and that means I sell all 5 of them. Let's say the bid's at $20. So if I hold up all 5 and you're the high bidder at $20 a piece, that means you could pick out 1 or you could pick out 3 of the items. You don't have to take all 5. So that's the benefit for you, the customer, you get to pay for the only items that you want. The second item that you have is actually called times the money. Now, times the money means if I'm holding up, it's like a set of dining room chairs that has 6 chairs, and it's going to be sold at 6 times the money, and the hammer price is $50 a piece. That means when you check out, it's going to be $30. So it's 6 times the bid. And the final one is called the buyer's premium. Now, just about every auction across the country has a buyer's premium. And what that means is it's a small percentage fee added on to the end to help the auctioneer offset the cost of the auction itself. Now, what that means is if it is a 10% buyer's premium in the southeast, 10% is kind of the given rate. But the higher north you go, the more it becomes. Some of the auctions that we attend up in the New England states are anywhere from 15 to 20% buyer premiums. So just be aware, no matter where you go, understand the terminology. Choice, times the money, and what the buyer's premium of the auction that you attend. Hey, one of the items tonight is going to be probably a 1910 early pump plate. Now, this was actually used in the turn of the century to 1920, the gravity-fed gas pumps. Wouldn't it be great to have gas at 22.5 cents a gallon today? Well, probably in 1910, that's what they paid for it. This is actually a very, very sought-after piece. Gas memorabilia, automobile memorabilia is off the charts, and people pay top dollar for this stuff. So this will be something to watch tonight at the auction. So the question is, what do you think it's going to sell for? Our bid right now is an original pump plate right there. There's nice, guys. Seller is booked. Seller is booked. All right, guys, sell it. How much? All original. How much? Give me $200 and go. You want to do $200 and give me go. Give me $50 and give me go. 50 now, 35 now, 100 now, 125. 125 now, 150, 150, 175, 175, 200. 175 with a 2, with a 2, 2, 2. 175 and a 2, and a 2, and a 2, and a 2, and a 2. 200 now, 225. What a 225 and a 200 now, 225 and 225 and 225. 200 now, 225 and 225 and 225. 200. Hey, our next item up for auction is coming up right here. Firearms are very, very hot and collectible at auctions. It's amazing how much people are willing to pay for auctions. Many times, guns at auctions go higher than they do retails or at gun shows. But there's a lot of factors when it comes to firearms. The number one factor is the rarity and the condition. This one right here is actually a very common gun, but it's a Winchester model number 57. But the condition of this one is perfect. The bore is perfectly clean, and I don't think it's ever been fired. If you have a gun, basically you need to check it out. If it's typically been hanging on the wall, you need to make sure it's clean. Make sure if after you fire it, you clean the bore out. All that will save you money in the long run when it comes time to selling it. We are a licensed FFL dealership, so all of our firearms do require the FFL background check. So what do you think it's worth? Guys, this is a Winchester, single shot rifle, probably 98% all original, healthy, has ever been fired. It's in incredible condition.
It's a shotgun.
It's a shotgun. When I say rifle, it's a shotgun. 12-gauge shotgun. All right, you tell me how much. Start me at $100. Let's go. Keep it up. 100. I got 50. Now 75. Now 100. 100. 100. 100. Now 125. Now 150. Get a 150. Get a 150. Get a 125. 150. How about 135? 135. Get a 135. Get a 135. 145. Get a 145. 155. 155. Get a 155. Get a 155. 145 at the top now, 155, 155, $145 you bought, number 85. So our next item up for auction is a clock. Now in every one of our houses we have dozens and dozens of clocks. And I know specific people have 300 to 400 clocks in their house. But this one here is made by Sessions Clock Company. It's really neat. Sessions purchased out the Ian Welch Company in 1903 and closed out their factory, and Sessions closed in 1969, or right in that window right there. But Sessions was known for its early key wind mechanical, but this one here is one of their later 1940s, 50s, and 60s models electric driven clocks. Now these are in a high collectible demand, and one thing everybody needs to know about clocks is they are mechanical. And just like anything mechanical, they wear out. So the number one factor when it comes to buying clocks is it working? This clock right here does come with a warranty that with a 30-day money-back guarantee that it is supposed to do what it's designed to do, which is chime and keep time. So if you're buying a clock, make sure you know if it works. So anyway, the question I have for you is, what is it worth?
Now 25, now 30, we'll go 30 man, 30, 25, back here, now 30, 25, now 30, 30, now 35, 35, now 40, now 40, now 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, now 50, 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 45, 50. $45, 117. Which one do you want?
All right, so today with your purchase, were you happy with it?
Yes, I saw it on the internet and I decided I wanted it and I got it.
Very nice. And were you happy to buy from Braxton's auction?
Yes.
Have you been with him for a long time?
Yes.
Awesome.
All right, so our next item up for bid is one of my personal favorite things, and that is the railroad grade style pocket watch. This one here is a Hamilton 21 jewel railroad grade pocket watches, and these were 90% of the time issued to the railroad industry only. Now there's 5 characteristics that make a railroad grade pocket watch, and here they are. Number 1, open face. Number 2, regular numbers around the dial. Number 3, a second hand sweep. Number 4 is 21 jewels or more, and the 5th and most important one is a lever set. The lever set is designed how you set the time. You unscrew the dial and pull the lever out to set the time. The reason this was important is because on the old traditional stem sets where you pull the stem out, when you slid the pocket watch into your jeans, it would sometimes pull the stem out and therefore your clock would stop. If you were running your train, it was very important that you actually had a lever set. That way there was no chance of the clock ever stopping. Because many times when you logged in today, they gave you a daily time chart and you would actually proceed to point A and leave at 9:32 and 27 seconds. So it was very important, down to the second, how precision these clocks are. So the question is, there's a lot of these out there in our world today, but what do you think it's worth? Let's go find out. What we got next, this is the Hamilton 21 jewel railroad pocket watch, seller 10, all working condition. All right, how much here? You got $300 and get me going. 3, 3, 2, $100 and go. What about $100 buy? Give me $50. Let's roll. We'll go 50. Yep. Now 75, 75, now 100, bid 100, bid 100, bid 100. 75 now, $100 buy, 75, 85, 85, 85. 75 now, 85, 85, 85, 85, 95, 95, 105 to 105, 95 now, 105 to 105. 95 now, 105 to 105 to 105. $95, you got it right there, 623. 623. In our industry, advertising is off the charts, and if you have anywhere from Coca-Cola, Pepsi, any type of automotive advertising signs, tire signs, expect big money for them. But with all that said, condition is one of the most important factors. This right here is one of the original Coca-Cola 1942 Coca-Cola advertising. This is actually made out of cardboard, but it's very sought after. It was actually made to go inside windows, and they went inside holders. They were presented to the delis and the shop owners. Anyway, this one here is actually in pretty good condition. You do see you have some water damage on this side and around the corner. That does affect the value of the item, but it's amazing what we're going to get when we sell a piece like this. The last recent one we had like this sold for about $300. One of these recently just sold on eBay. It was in perfect condition, but it went almost for $800. So the question I have for you is, what do you think it's worth? Let's go find out. Hold that up. 1942 original Coca-Cola ad. All right, there it is.
It's got paper on it.
Came out in the safe.
It is protected with plastic. It is.
Came out of the state up in the Royston area. Anyway, you're buying it in 1942. All right, sell it. How much here? Give you about 200 bucks and go. 100 bucks and get me going. You want to go $100 to buy, $100 to buy, give me 50 bucks, let's roll. You want to go $50 to buy, want to go 50 now, 50, but 25. Where's my bids? There you go, 25 now, 50. 25 now, 50, want to go 50 now, 50 now, 50 now, 50, but 35. 25 now, 35, 35, 45, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 45, what, 55, 65, want to go 65 now, 75, 75, 75. 65 in the back, now 75, 65, now 75, 65, now 75, and 75, now 85. 85, 85, 85, 75 over here, 75, now 85. Move the ladies, 75, now 85. That's all, 85, 85, 85.
Yeah!
Now 95, man, you want to be 95 and 95 and 95 and 95. $85, you got it, sir. All the way in the back, number is $85, number 454. Got it? Our next item that we're having for auction is actually something you probably are carrying in your pocket, and this is the Case knife. Now, Case was a very commemorative knife company, and they made hundreds and thousands of different styles of knives. But this one here was actually one made by Case as a commemorative. It's got a 1964 silver half in it, and it's got the Case knife with their authenticity in a nice case. Very, very collectible. Golly, these were real popular in the 1960s through 80, and they sold in the millions. So the question I have for you is, what is it worth at auction? There it is, check it out, how much here? Here you go, Stellar's 10, Stellar 10. All right, give me 10 bucks and go, 10 bucks and go. 10, 15, 20, 5, 30 to 35, 35, 40 to 45, 45 now, 50 now, 60, 50 to 60. I'm 50 now, 60, we'll go 50 now, see how 55. 50, 55, 55, 55, 60 to 60, 60, 60, 55 now, 65 now, 60. $55, you got it right here, number 8. All right, our next item up for sale tonight is this rare. This is a 1950s, 60s, and 70s, right in that window. This is a Russian military dress dagger. Now, just like our military men and women here in the U.S., the Navy, the Marines, the Army, and the Air Force, that we all have our dress uniforms, and many times they come equipped with a sword, a bayonet, or a dagger. But this was a Russian version of the same thing. This was probably out of the approximate date is 1962 on this piece here, but what makes all our military devices and all the World War I and World War II devices is condition, condition, condition is everything. And this right here is in pristine condition. But it is a Russian dagger used in the Russian military in their dress uniform. So the question I have for you is, what do you think it's worth? There it is, how much? Those who know. Seller is 10. All right, give me about 50, let's roll. Want to go $50 to buy, want to go $50 to buy, about 25 and get me going.
Yep.
25, 35 up top, now 45 and 45, now 55, 55, 65, 65, 55 now 65, 55 now 65, 55 now 65, 55 now 65. You want to go 65, how 60, one time, 55 now 60, 55 now 60. $55, you bought number 942, number 942 up top. All right, our next item up for auction is some of my favorite things. Matter of fact, in the 1960s and 70s, I used to play all the time with Hot Wheel cars. And tonight, at this auction, we have got a lot of them. We probably got about 300 to 500 Hot Wheel cars, but some of the most sought after Hot Wheel cars are the early red lines. These are all 1967 red line Hot Wheel cars. And you could tell a red line is because the red line is actually around the tire. Almost like white walls on the early cars, but these are red walls on the early Hot Wheel cars. Now, the price of these values on condition, because remember, condition is everything when it comes to early Hot Wheel cars. Some of the ones that are in the original boxes from 1967 could go as high as $100 to $200 each. But when you've been playing, if you're like me, all my Hot Wheel cars, they've been ran through the mud and the sand and stuff like that. They're not in perfect condition. These right here, we estimate these to sell for between anywhere from $5 to $40 a piece. But guess what? Let's find out. What are you willing to pay for them at the auction? Guys, you're going to buy choice. Take one, or you can take, I think there's 2, 4, 6, There's 10 to choose from. Pick out what you want. Vintage red line Hot Wheels. Start me at 5 votes for choice. Let's go. I got 5, now 7.5. 7.5, now 10. 10 now 10, 12.5. 12.5, now 15. 12 now 15, now 15, now 7.5, 7.5, 7.5. 15 now 7.5, 15 now 7.5, now 20. 7.5, now 20. 7.5 up top, now 20. Bid 20, bid 20, bid 20, bid 20. Around 20, bid 20, bid 20. 7.5 and a half, now 20, bid 20 for choice. 20 now 20 now 20. 7 and a half. You bottom up top. Number is 987. 987. He's gonna pick him out. All right, let's sell it.
What do you plan to do with this item?
Goes in my toy collection.
Goes in your toy collection. Hey, we all have good toy collections, don't we?
I have toy collections back to the late 1800s.
Wow.
But unfortunately, this is a 1960s piece. It's a red line Hot Wheel Don Perdone.
Wow. Were you happy with your purchase?
Yes.
Yes?
I got a great purchase on that. Price-wise and piece-wise.
Would you use Braxton's Auction 78 again?
I use Braxton's Auction every Monday night.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
In 28 years of business, every now and then we run across a great find, and this is a great find. We had the opportunity of selling 2 other sets of the early Lorraine interchangeable toys about 3 months ago. And the seller was able to bring one back. She had one more and was satisfied with it. These were actually right at the turn of the century, the 1920s, right in that window, and they're interchangeable toy sets. And the condition is vitally important. And actually, you could just change it to whichever one you wanted to. If you wanted the car, if you wanted the grocery store, you could just make it whatever one you wanted to. It also got the dump bed on it, the interchangeable seats, so you can make it whatever you wanted to. This is actually an extremely rare piece, and the projected sell on this is between $200 to $500. But I don't know. That's what's cool about an auction. So let's find out. A few weeks ago, the left bid Braxton was C1. And their bodies are all interchangeable. And there's 3 different sets. You got the seats in it and all types of stuff here.
This is out of the 20s.
Out of the 20s. All right, lift your eyes up, guys. All right, how much here? You got 500 bucks, still 5. I got 300, now 3.5. 3 now, 350, want to be 350, want to be 350, want to go 350. 300 now, 325, want to go 325, and 325, and 325. 300 now, 320, now 3.5. 3.5 now, 375. 350 left mid now, 375. You want to go 375, and 375, and 375. 3 now, 375, and 375, now 375, you want to go 375. So, 350 bucks, left bid number is? 530. 530, 530. Guys, just FYI, these are about 8. All right, up for auction is this incredible 1940s English sideboard hutch. Now, the way you could tell it's Art Deco is the nice turn legs with the square columns on it. This has a lot of nice carvings on it. 1930s, 1940s. These are actually 2 pieces, which helps because they're very easy to move, but a lot of people in the European use them as cabinets. They put their entertainment centers in them, and they put some type of dressing thing in them, almost sometimes used as a linen press. But they're very neat, but they're also very large. So it's kind of it's a challenging. Sometimes the bigger the things are, the harder they fall. But I don't know, let's find out what it's worth. What's it worth to you? Let's go find out. All right, guys, super nice European hutch right here. Came out of the house over off Hewitt Road. The owner is here. Anyway, seller is 5, seller 5. Guys, all original, probably 1940, the original Art Deco label. The back has been cut for a TV, but it's easily to replace. All right, tell me how much. Let's do it. All right, how much can you got for? How much can you go to 4, 300 can you go 2. Give me $100. Let's start. Now 150. I don't know, 150 to 150 to 150 to 150 to 150. How about 125? Give me going 125 to 125 to 125 to 125. How about 150 to 150 to 125? Now 150. Then 150 to 150 to 150 to 150. 125, 135, 145, 155, 155, 155, 145 to 155 to 155 to 155 to 155. That's all. Everybody happy at 155? $141. You got it. Number 378. 378. Our next piece up for auction is this Empire drop side table. Now this is probably 1850s to 1880s, right in that period. It's actually pre-Victorian, but there's a lot of the early Empire houses, and these are actually very sought after because it's usable in any part of your house. Could be used as a sofa table next to your sofa, a little end table, could be used as an entry, or even a bed stand. So they're perfect size and they're very unique. This one's actually in very good condition right here. So estimated value on this between $100 to $200 a piece. But let's find out what it's worth to you at the auction. All right, guys, super nice. This is an Empire. Nice period little drop side table here. Check it out and sell it. Let's do it. How much here? We got $200 to go. $100 to go. $100 to buy, $50 to go. 75, 100, 85, 85, 95, 95, 85, 190, 95, now 105. 95, now 105, 105, 105, 95, lady, now 105. 95, now 105, now 115, to 115, to 115, to 1, now 125. To 135, to 135, to 135, to 135, 145, 145, 155, to 155, to 155, to 155, to 155. Everybody have it, 155. $145 you bought it, down number 4. Our next item up for auction is a Mickey Mantle signed picture. Now there's tons of reproductions out there, so whenever you deal with sports memorabilia, it's incredibly important that you deal with a reputable company who actually is able to certify all your autographs. This company here that we sell for is actually based down in Miami, and all of them that we have, they come with the certificate of authenticity on the rear. But anyway, really nice Mickey Mantle autograph. These come in many different forms, pictures, baseball cards, and even baseballs you can find, and some bats you can find. But the key here, once again, is make sure you buy from a reputable company. So the question I have for you is, what is it worth to you? Well, let's go find out what it's worth at the auction. It's all original, there it is. It does come with a guarantee of authenticity. If it's not original, you bring it back, we'll give you your money back. On the Mickey Mantle, let's do it. How much? Give me $200 to get you going. You want $200 to go, give me $100 to get you going. How about 50? Let's roll. How about 25? Where's my bid? There you go, 25, now 35, 45, 45, now 55, 55, 55, 55, 50, now 60. You want to be 60, you want to be 60, now 70. It's 70, 70, 70, now 80, but 80, but 80, but 80, but 80, but 80, but 80. I'm 70 here. 75, $80, want to go 80, but 80, but 80, but 80, but 80. I'm 75, now 80, but 80, but 80, but 80, but 80. Yeah! 80, now 585, you're both out. 80 over here, now 85, 85, 85. Yep! Now 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. $85, you got it.
So you bought another item today.
Another item.
Another item. Are you happy with it?
Yes, I am.
That's good. Did you? What are you going to do with it?
This is going with my Mickey Mantle collection. I actually did previous work with one of his ex-wives.
Okay.
So I have a lot of the older stuff. I don't have him this young.
Gotcha.
So this is going to go in my sports room collection.
Sweet.
I'd like to say thank you for selling out our auction tonight. We had a great time. Hey, in case you have some items that you want to sell, make sure you give us a call at our phone number, which is listed below. You can also check out our website, auction78.com. We have auctions held every Monday night, starting at 6:30. You can also check out the website for all future and upcoming estate sales and auctions. God bless, and have a wonderful day, and we'll see you at the auction. 150 to 125, 150. How about 135? 135 to 135.